Here's what's coming up on this Great Adventure Park vlog.
This new store, stay tuned, actually open. This is crazy to see. Water for the River Rapids.
Now get ready. Here we go.
Park 10. What's going on, everybody? It is Arkham, starting in a very unconventional location here at Six Flags Great Adventure because there's markers right all around here at the very front gate here. Whatever ABSY WTR question mark means. And there's a right angle here, a couple of pink dots around, and even some red ones scattered around here. And if you want to get like a relative location for where I am right now, I'm actually like about 50 to 100 feet away from the park entrance gate. And yeah, these dots go for quite a bit. So I don't remember seeing this 2 days ago, so these look relatively new. Another thing I didn't mention also, but the pricing of parking increased across both general and preferred by $10. So preferred is now $50, general is now $35. So I got to the park closer to around 10:45, so there's no chance I'm even gonna get on Flash right now. And it looks like it's gonna actually be kind of busy today. So water park is open, which is nice. And that'll definitely alleviate some of the crowds, but they only do that if it's boiling hot out, usually is when this park will probably be dead. So we're gonna actually go to the other side of the park where it's usually very quiet to start. We're gonna go to Toro, because it's probably gonna be a walk-on with 2 trains. And they've actually started adding bricks to this section right here, which is cool. They have a sweater variant of this Medusa shirt now. That actually looks really nice in the orange. Pops. All right, let's make the most of this. And even better, on 2 trains. El Toro's running fast for riding that at around 11 o'clock and getting 2 rides on it. It is running pretty fast. It does have its really strong moments. The Rolling Thunder Hill just continues to hit. Both the camelbacks are amazing. The first drop is so good. Row 17 is where it's at on this ride. Seriously. It's been a minute, but I figured we'd get a ride on Medusa. That was probably 2 of the best Medusa rides I've had this season. I'm not gonna lie. I was in row 8 on the right side. Again, probably 2 of my best rides I've had this season. The mid course is definitely not hitting as hard as it used to earlier on in the season, which is great because that means that the entire ride is warming up very well, which I think why it was really slow to begin with isn't because that's what it was programmed to. I think it was just because the weather of itself, and they just wanted to make sure that it was able to handle it. But it very much can handle much more, which is great. But that's already a strong case. I want to try to get a view from around right here because there's actually something very interesting. So there's a building right back here. That's one of the maintenance buildings. On the other side of that, there's a bunch of white coverings and what looks to be some circus type of, I guess, decoration, we'll say. I'm kind of on the fence to believe that all that white covered up stuff is, in my opinion, I believe it is stuff for Fright Fest. I think that's just my early prediction on it. Mainly because I don't think they want a repeat of what happened last season, which I don't blame them at all. They want to stay on top of that already. But it also could be stuff for the Heroes and Villains event that they're doing in July and August, which is also a possibility as well. they also already have track for El Toro for the for when it gets retracked in the off season. So that's already huge. That's laid out right now in the arena, which I presume is going to end up being where all of that's going to be located over the course of the 3 years. So does that mean that nothing's going to go in the arena yet? I don't know. Seems like they're just using the arena for storage at the current moment, but hey, it's still too early to tell. Looks like this new store, Stay Tuned, actually opened. I was just covering this not too long ago, and they already have it open. Let's check it out. So this is where the Bugs Bunny statue got moved from when it was at Adventure World. But it's got some nice stuff in here. All Looney Tune based. Interestingly, you can actually just go right out here, which is certainly interesting. It's a cute store. For me, it feels a little out of place here. I don't know what, I mean, they kind of already have a Looney Tune store with Adventure World, but like, I don't know. I think Stay Tuned is, it just doesn't feel like it fits the vibe around this area. But I don't know if that means this Kingdom Come Outpost sign thing's gonna come down soon, but honestly, it just doesn't feel like it fits. And then over here on Dream Street, I didn't point this out earlier, but the two still walkers right here are actually sporting a Memorial Day themed outfit, which I think is also their 4th of July outfit. I could be wrong, but it's cool that they have that extra variety in there. All right, well, here's the push pop gummy roll cargo crossing obstacle course in effect here. Or as I called it last time, I'll kind of just let the roll for itself. Triple power pop stop gummy roll cargo crossing obstacle course thingamabob. Yeah, that's pretty much what I called it. Very much geared towards the kids. I kind of thought it was like an obstacle course race, almost like a Bouncy U, but no, it's actually more of a kid thing, which is actually pretty fun. I actually really like this a lot. I think this is pretty cute, actually. I think the kids are getting a kick out of it. They go through a couple obstacles. They go up and down a set of net, and then they do like a photo op at the end. It's actually really nice. If you come into Metropolis from this area, you can actually enter the Metro Shop now through these double doors, which is very convenient. And on top of that, they've actually put a sign right where the former Retro Bar was that now says the location is closed to visit other locations, which means they're going to be using this again very soon. Not much of an update for you guys on Barnstormer. It looks about the same as it did. This is crazy to see. Well, there's the fin that would have held the, and then the base of the red plane right there. So, I guess it seems like they're gonna try to put it back together. I don't really know. Like, this is easily one of the biggest mysteries right now of the season. No life on Roaring Rapids yet. Hopefully soon. And Nitro is on 3 trains, and it's running at a very comfortable pace for 3 trains as well, which is great because right now the line is actually a station weight essentially. So I'm probably gonna circle around and get a couple of laps in on this thing while I'm here. I wanted to also come back further just to see if they're doing any work on Roaring Rapids, but they're actually doing training this week. So it tells me that they're gonna probably open up the Roaring Rapids potentially this week once the training is all done. You can actually see from here, water is running, so rapids are probably going to open up this week. All right, sign me up. Station weight. Let's go. All right, who done it? All right, so interestingly enough, we just got off Nitro. The train that I originally thought was going to get serviced, which is the A train, is actually what's on the track right now. So they're actually using the A, B, and C trains currently. And I have to say, compared to last season, the A train is running way better than it did last season. It is running really, really good. So there's the B train right now. But there's also the water for the River Rapids. So it is in testing right now. But yeah, A train is running so much better than it did last season. It was a fast ride. It was very, very exhilarating. It does rival to C Train. I think C Train just runs better right now. I would go C, A, and then B Train in terms of the cab. So I would go in the order of cab. C Train, A Train, B Train are probably in my order from best to worst trains on this ride. Then there really isn't a bad train. I think just a matter of the speed, at least which I feel it most. And mind you, I was in the back row again on the A Train. I just think that the A Train was honestly running really, really good this year. Already way better than it did last season. So yeah, we'll see what happens. D Train obviously is in pieces, which means which means that the D Train is in pieces right now, which I think is a very interesting decision because they just brought that one back last season. I don't want to get too close because of copyright stuff, but they run Dancing in Through the Decades here, and those are the selected times right there, and they've already set up the seating area, so come on down and check it out. It's going to be running throughout the summer, to my knowledge. We're gonna go for more rides on El Toro. Nearly 2 o'clock and this thing is a station wait still, which is fantastic. Two more rides on Toro. I'm telling you, it never gets old. I have to say, so far for crowd levels for Memorial Day weekend, it's not too bad. I mean, it's area of the crowd, like surprisingly, there's a good amount of people in this area here. Checking out Swing Shot, Superman, are people coming back here for, but it really has not been too bad in terms of crowds. The only main wait I've had to wait for, it was for Nitro, but that was mostly because Nitro had to stop on the lift to take a phone away from somebody. But other than that, El Toro was a station wait. Flash is the only thing that looks like it has a big wait, maybe Wonder Woman and Justice League on top of that, but it really has not been that bad today. The crowds are very, very solid overall. Onboard audio's on.
Oh, it's Jared up there.
Okay. One ride on Flash. Great ride. Row 11. I love this ride. It's running really well. Audio is somewhat working in car 6, but it's on, which I will always take over nothing. He did just say, just go. And we are making our way out of the park. Again, I was only here for a little bit. I didn't want to stay too long. I actually have other commitments. So, just gonna make my way out. Otherwise, this is mostly the updates for Memorial Day weekend. Obviously was here on Friday for a little bit. And then today, which is on Sunday. So, we did pretty good. Obviously Flash had a really long wait. Crowds pretty good, I think. They really put in a lot of crowds for this weekend, which again, the park really needs these crowds in order to get these new additions that they really need. So show up to the park. A little bit counts. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Always think you're right up. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the park soon. All right.
Here we go.
Park 10.